Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Lee's Little Tree. So everybody probably thinks, man, bonsai trees, they're super expensive. Like, where do I get started? I bet it costs like a ton of money for the tools and for the soil and for the pots. Well, look, you can spend as much money as you want to spend with bonsai, but you can also do it for super cheap. So I want to show you a few things that, it won't break the bank and it will get you started in bonsai for cheap. You really don't need all that many tools. It's pretty basic. You can get most of it from Amazon, but I'll show you what I got, and I don't really have that much stuff, and I have hundreds of bonsai trees. So stay tuned and we'll show you a few basic things, and we'll even grab a little tree I see over here and we'll make it into a bonsai real quick. Just show you how easy it is. All right, so this is the first tool in the arsenal that it's about 8.5 inches, and it is a concave branch cutter. And you can use it to cut branches, you can use it to cut roots, you can use it to cut whatever you want. I use this thing all the time. I have 2 of them. And you can get them on Amazon for 30 to 40 bucks, and they will last for a very long time. My other set lasted me for years. All right, so this is another hack here for you. So this is just like a plate, and it's kind of made out of plasticky resin material. So I found this at, I think it was Hobby Lobby. That's where I got this from. I'll show you another one. So these came from Hobby Lobby as well. Just would have to drill some holes in there. These are like a ceramic, like a plate. So you need like a ceramic diamond bit. So I'm just showing you what you can get. Instead of buying a 60 or 100 or $8 whatever dollar thing, you can buy one of these for, what was this? This on sale for $3.50. And all you get is drill some holes in it. So you can buy a set of drill bits from Amazon for hardly nothing. And I got some of these from my local store. This was it was $17 for a bonsai pot. You can get these big pots right here if you want to make a forest. They're cheap. These things are like $4. I saw this in my local Rouse's. So I'm in South Louisiana. So this thing was probably like $8. And you could put a tree in that, drill some holes, put a tree in it. It'll last you for a few years. Eventually break, but you can always transplant your tree. But it gets you started. Got a little crawfish on it, pretty cool. All right, for wire, you can go on Amazon and buy a box of assorted bonsai wires, and they'll come in these right here. I'll put a link to what I bought right here, but you really don't even need wire. You can do clip and grow. You don't even have to have wire right now. Okay, so as far as material, look at this. Look at this oak tree right there. I've been watching him, watering it every now and then. So the oak tree's been growing in my garden here for about 3-4 weeks. And there's another one right here, and there's another one right here. So we're gonna get this one right here, and we're gonna turn it into a little bonsai DIY real quick. And it's free. It came out of a tree. Hell, I don't even know where it came from. There's oak trees, probably that oak tree or one of them oak trees. Squirrel or something probably dropped it in here. So let's make a tree right quick. This was the very first bonsai pot that I ever got from a Fukin tea from Walmart, and the tree died, so I kept the pot. It's got one little drain hole. These things don't really care about drainage that much. They'll grow anywhere. They'll grow in a crack in the concrete if you let them. So we're gonna fill this up with just some random dirt. You don't have to have anything crazy. Look, this dirt is just something that came out of a planter that I had. It's a sandy mix, or sandy organic mix. So you see the sand in it, pine bark. So we'll stick it in there and see what happens. Hang tight. All right, we got our tree here. It's probably got some deep roots. I'm gonna use my God-given shovel right here. We're gonna shovel this thing out. Let's see what happens. Look at that, pow. One tree. Took 2 seconds. I'm gonna kind of leave that dirt on there. I'm gonna cut a little bit off the bottom so it'll go in here, but I'll be right back. All right, so as you can see, we have a bunch of roots here, and I don't want this big taproot that long. So I'm gonna cut it about right here. And these things grow like weeds, so this should be enough root system here. So watch this, we're just gonna take it. We're gonna dig our little spot here and just stick it in here. Oh, that wasn't difficult, was it? Look, there you go, bonsai. Means tree in a pot. That's all we gotta do. So now we have a bonsai tree. So we're gonna put some more dirt on top of it, And then we'll do like a little quick wiring job right quick. See what we come up with. I might skip through some of this because it might be a little boring, but like we did the other trees, we're gonna first take off some of these leaves at the base. We don't really need those. Okay, then we're gonna take this little piece of wire, we'll give it a little wrap. Don't need to get too crazy. All right, we're gonna take this one off. Now we're gonna go up here and pick a leader because we have too much stuff going on. This thing branched out and just went crazy. Take these leaves off. This is a pretty thick leader. Looks like it might be the dominant guy here. Take some more of these off, and don't worry about how long these leaves are. They will get smaller. Take that off. Take this off. And we're gonna take this off. Okay, we got a little bit of inverse taper. That means that we have too many branches growing from one spot. So now what we'll do is we'll just wrap a little more. Okay, so that should be enough to bend the main trunk. And now we'll put some bends in it. These young little trees don't give a rip. They'll bend to your will. They don't care. Okay, so we got a little turn in it. Let's get a little bend right here. Now what I'm gonna do next is get a piece of smaller wire for these two. Look, I'm just grabbing wire that I just had laying there. So we're just getting extra stuff. So we're gonna measure this to here, then from there to there, and we're gonna cut it. And we'll use this extra little piece later on down the line. So like I showed you in another video, I like to anchor it inside of another piece of wire. And we're gonna go here. We'll wrap that down here, and this one's gonna come up. We're gonna tie it into here and wrap this and keep going up. And if you didn't have these to cut that bottom off, you could use a knife. You could use a pair of scissors, whatever you need, whatever you got laying around. It's not, I mean, this isn't an exact science. If y'all watch Peter Chan, he'll tell you the same thing. It's not a science. It's just a, you just have to use what you got sometimes. These little ones are hard to wire because they want to bend around on you. What we'll try to do is we'll try to follow these trees, and then we'll do updates on them, so we let you know that they actually lived. Because I have one of these just like this over there in my collection. So we'll do a little bit of this and let this dance around here to make our apex. Like that. We'll cut this big whopper jaw off because he's kind of getting in the way. It's no big deal. And let's take this off and this off too while we're at it. We'll leave the top and just let it grow. This might not be the prettiest tree in the world, but it's a start. It'll get you started. And look, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making bends, making it look like I want it to look. So we'll have our bends here, try to figure out a front. I kind of like this as a front. Bend this back on itself here. And then like that. So then we'll have this guy like this. Just bend it around, just like whatever looks good. You know, like Bob Ross, happy little accidents. So we got this coming around itself. That's here, like that. And then we'll take a peek at it. See what we got here. Probably put a little more bend in that, and a little more bend in that. All right, so we have a ready-made oak seedling bonsai tree. And over time we can tweak it some more, but we'll get it in its beginning stages here. And it cost us nothing. This was the original thing. Like I said, you could put it in anything. Look at all these pots. You go to your local store and get a bunch of little pots for free. There's some dirt in there. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna water this in, let it sit in the shade and get healthy. We'll check back on it. Hang tight. Okie dokie, so we set it right next to this other guy here, and we're just gonna water it in real good. So you can see right here, this guy the other day, see the new bud coming out right there? It's right there, they got new buds popping. And before long, all this will be full of green, pretty leaves again. It's gonna take a minute. But it's starting to pop, so that means it likes its new house, which is fine. We'll leave it right here in the shade, because it is hot in South Louisiana right now. We're gonna water these in really good, because it is hot, and it evaporates. That's the good thing about what I use is these organic kind of mixes hold a lot of water. You don't have to water them so often. You can see it just soaking down in there. Okay, there you go. One little oak bonsai tree. Bonsai for free. Boom, boom. All right, folks, so that's a little bonsai on a budget. Pick your front, whatever you like there. And we'll come back with more bonsai videos. Just hang tight. Man, we got so much stuff to work with, and especially when it gets wintertime, we're gonna have all these big trees right here. I mean, these are giants. So we're gonna have all these big ones they're gonna defoliate. We're gonna pick branch structures. We got all kind of fun stuff to do. So go out there, find a tree, put it in a pot, and you have bonsai. That's all you got to do. It's super cheap. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for supporting Lee's Little Trees.